This is your Openbox desktop with no background, no pinboard, just a blank screen. If you okay, this down here, of course, is the Tent 2 bar. I went ahead and added that in here. But if you didn't do that, you wouldn't even see that much. And if you right-click on it, there's your menu. Now, if you're in Raspberry Pi, all you're going to have is Terminal, Web Browser, and File Manager. That's all you're going to have. So here I'm going to use FEH to put a background on this desktop. So let's go to the File Manager. In this case, I use Thuner. It's similar to PCMan File Manager that comes with Raspberry Pi. I don't like PCMan File Manager. I like Thuner better. Anyway, I kept a collection of wallpapers in my home folder, and here they are. So how do we get started here? There's a few ways to do it. We'll start with a terminal. You're going to right-click. You're going to open a terminal here. Now, if I just type in FEH and nothing else in a folder such as this from terminal, and the folder has to have images, there's your images. If I click on the image, I can go through the image collection. Like so, or I can use the arrows, the left and right arrows, and walk through the menu. Let's pick out something and make ourselves a desktop. So here is this particular image. I'm going to right click, go to File, go down to Background, and I'm going to set this up as scaled. And I'm going to close it out. Close that out, minimize this, and there's my background now. Alright, there's another way we could do this. And we'll look into, let's go back to the File Manager and go back to our Wallpaper section. Alright, what if so I don't have to keep opening a terminal window every time I want to change a wallpaper. Let's do this. You're going to right click, and I'm going to create a document. It's going to be an SH file, and I'm going to call it, let's call it wallpaper. Yeah, right. Okay, it creates a file. We will open it now as, we'll open it with Genie. It's a text editor. You should always have a bash script. It should always begin with that. What I'm going to do is simply put FEH in here, just like I did with the terminal. And we're going to go a little further with it shortly. There is FEH. And what that means, if I click on this particular, let's save it, let's close it out. If I click on it now, it just opens it up in a text editor. We have to set it up as an executable. So we right click, we go to Properties and to Permissions. We want to allow this file to operate as a program. I click that. I click Closed. Now if I click it, there it goes. I did not have to open a terminal or anything else. It just opens up automatically for me to do the wallpapers. Of course, here's some little bitty tiles. Let's take this little bitty tile and use it. Let's walk through a few more. Let's walk through some more tiles. Alright, let's use this strange looking thing. It's a tile, happens to be marble3.gif. File, background. This time we want it tiled. And there I go. What did I actually do? Besides setting the wallpaper, close one of these out, let's go up here to View. I want to show hidden files. Now let's go back up here to Lewis. You notice you see a lot of files that have a dot in front of them. These are hidden files. What we're looking for is a file .fehbg. We're going to open that as a text with Genie. And what do you see? Here's the FEH command. It tells how I set it up, the background as a tile, and it gives the complete file name and location of the background image. When it comes on, when the thing resets and comes into it will automatically load the background by executing FEH from, let's open this up with Genie, is we discussed this before, .xinitrc is executed when this starts, and there you are, sh, and that's that particular file. It will execute it and do your background automatically. So that's how you're going to set up a wallpaper. But we can do a little bit better, because if you remember, let's get rid of these dot whatevers. Let's get rid of the hidden files. Let's go back into Wallpaper. You notice the problem when I clicked on this, and the images, some of them went off the screen. They're so big. Let's go back here. Let's go to bin. I actually wrote another wallpaper script using this. From here, we're going to open that up with Genie. Here is FEH. The -G tells you the image produced is not going to be any bigger than a 640 by 480. And the /D and S is a file name, and it's going to look in wallpaper. So when I execute this particular script, and you can read more about it on the website, you notice I don't have this big booming picture. I can walk through a small version of this, and it will maintain the size for me, that I'm not chasing it all over the screen, that's not going off the screen, and whatever else. Let's set this as a wallpaper. File, background, scaled. Close it out. Close it out, and there's our new background. So if you're starting out with an open box, use FEH. That's how you set up your backgrounds. Good luck.